Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be making a Easter tablescape with some Dollar Tree items. The first thing you need is a gold charger, some reindeer moss, and a twig wreath, some Easter eggs, some twine, some flowers, and scissors, and a hot glue gun, a pillar candle, and a glass votive. The first thing you're going to do is take your hot glue gun and put a bead of glue in a little stripe here, and then take your twine and you're going to wrap this around the bottom of the votive. I started about 1.5 inches and worked my way down. You don't have to use glue all the way down. You really just need a little dot to hold it in the beginning. Wrap this all the way around and just keep sliding it together, and then you'll have it decorated all the way to the bottom. When you cut this off here, then you're going to take a little dot of hot glue and just seal the end. We also did this at the top with just about 3 times around just to help it match. I didn't videotape that part because it was a little bit redundant. So the next thing I did was I took these bunnies that I got they're Easter eggs that I got at Dollar Tree. I took just the front of the Easter bunnies and put a little bit of glue, especially on the ears, seemed to help the most. And then I glued them straight across from each other and did like a plus sign and just used 4 of those around the votive. And you can see here all of them on the votive candle here. And then I put my candle in just to see what it looked like. And I really loved it. So the next thing I'm going to do here is take my charger and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue down just to hold my wreath in place. You don't have to do this part. I have kids. They move the stuff around on the table all the time, and I just like to have it a little bit more permanent so that they're not destroying it. The next thing I did was put a little bit of glue in the middle to help hold the votive down in place, and then I'm going to start putting on the reindeer moss. I also used a little bit of hot glue for this. It's not going to hold all of it down because I put a lot in. I actually used the whole bag of this, and so it's not going to hold all of it down, but it will hold some of it in place and kind of keep it all, where it's supposed to be. So then I went around and just put this reindeer moss all around. Make sure you get it like underneath of the little Easter egg bunny heads and just really fill it in and make it look full, and it will look really nice. The next thing I did then was take these baby's breath and I kind of move them around before I glue them just to see where I want them to be. I don't actually just go ahead and just glue my flowers down. I'm not a flower arranger. I'm not really good at stuff like that. So I thought, I'll move these around, put them where I want them, and then if it looks nice, then I'll glue them down in place and make it more permanent. So, if you struggle with decorating with flowers, that's a good way to be able to do this. So I just glued these down into place to keep them where I wanted them to be. I chose purple flowers because that matches my home. You can choose any kind of spring flower that would match your decor. So these purple flowers came with this long grass-like little, I don't even know what you call them. They're just like tall grass. And so what I did is I just kind of pulled them with my thumbnail, almost like curling a ribbon. You could probably do it with scissors, but I liked, just a little bit of a curl, and it was easy to do with my nail. And so I just did 4 of these. So I did 1 in between each bunny, and I did it really close. I glued them in really close to the votive just because I like to give it a little bit more dimension and height around because it was looking kind of flat with just the flowers down at the bottom and the votive up in the middle. So the next thing I did was made some of these twine bows to put around the outside of the wreath. So I wrap it around my fingers about 8 times, and then I took another piece of twine and just tie it through the middle, and you have a bow. It's a very simple bow to make. I kind of moved them around until I figured out where I wanted my bows to be, and then I glued them in place to make it more permanent. Then I just added some of these colored little decorative eggs, and it was finished. I love the way this turned out. I got this little bunny that I put at the side here from Hobby Lobby for about $2. And the little bunnies you see sitting on the plate are just little erasers that I also got at Dollar Tree. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.